well, everybody, welcome to 5 Mistakes to Avoid when selling your Asheville house. My name is Rodrigo Afanador. I'm the acquisition manager for Asheville Cash Buyers. We're located here in the Asheville area. As you can see, our office is on Pack Square, right downtown. Feel free to stop in or give us a call if you have any questions. Also, check out our website if we can be of any assistance. We'd love to have that conversation with you. Today, we're talking about 5 mistakes to avoid when selling your house. When you're going through the sale of your house, we're well aware that it can be a little bit of a hectic time and that there's a lot of moving pieces. And these are just 5 mistakes that we've seen in situations when we're working with individuals or families that are selling. So want to go over them, and hopefully it'll help you in the future, and we'll just take it from there. All right, so mistake number 1. Don't guesstimate your loan payoff. It might seem like a simple concept, but you definitely don't want to just say, oh, I think I owe about $150,000 or whatever that number is on your house. That's just a blind guess, and a blind guess isn't helpful at all. You want to make sure you go ahead and call your whoever your loan provider is, whether that's Bank of America, Wells Fargo, etc. Make sure you call them, and then you can ask them for what's a payoff letter. You'll call them, get the payoff letter, and then you'll have an exact idea how much you're actually able to sell your home for and walk away with money. So to recap, call the loan provider, get a payoff, and that way you'll know how much you still owe on your house to the penny. Typically, those payoffs are good for about 30 to 45 days. Okay. Besides the mortgage on your house, you want to make sure you don't forget about other liens. Other liens can come from medical bills, car payments, any other debt out there that could have been associated with your house if you ever had work on it by a contractor, etc. So don't forget about other liens. It can rain on your parade. It can make the whole sale process difficult, because if there's too many other liens, then what can happen is it can wipe out the opportunity for you to sell your house. And you don't want to be surprised when that moment comes. Those other liens, if you're ever curious, if you have any, the best, easiest thing to do is just do a title search. Ask any real estate attorney here in Asheville to do a title search on your property. It's typically, $200 to $400, depending who you talk to. And it'll give you an idea of how much, if there's any liens or judgments against your house. All right. Well, this one might seem simple. Have somewhere to go. You sold your house. Everybody's excited. You're going to move, but you don't want to make the mistake of selling and not having a plan of where you're going. It sounds elementary, I know, but we've been in situations before where people have sold or made the decision to sell and have no idea where to go. And if that's the case, you can be confronted with an awkward situation where you'll end up moving to some random motel, and that's not a place you want to be. Make sure when you go to sell, or when you're thinking about that process, that part of the process of selling includes having a place to go to. Okay, so this is a little bit of a relative issue in regards to your sale and closing costs. Every real estate transaction has hidden costs that are typically not seen when contracts being negotiated. You can have different things like taxes. Obviously, you got your attorney fees. You've got recording fees. If you sold with or through an agent, you've got commissions. And that's just the beginning of the list of other costs or fees that can come with closing on a property. It just varies. Make sure you know what those are when you're talking with the prospective buyer. Make sure that you ask them who's paying what and how much are they paying. It's a very important conversation you need to have, so you don't get surprised at the end in regards to how many costs are it's how much it's costing you to sell your house. All right, last one, tie it up here. You want to always make sure you qualify your buyer. What do you mean qualify your buyer? Well, as you can tell, there's a lot of people that might call you from Craigslist. If your house is on Zillow, they'll call you and they'll tell you all these things, that they can pay cash, that they can do this, they can close whenever, etc. that they're very interested, that they're not interested, that they have no pets, etc. Whatever they say, you just want to make sure that when they're talking to you, you're verifying what they're saying, or else things, well, things can get a little bit out of control, if you will. And that's not anything that you want to happen. So remember, qualify your buyer. Make sure that your buyer can do what they're promising to do. You don't want to be surprised at the end of closing in regards to what's going to happen. You want to make sure you have a successful transaction and that the person who's promising to buy your house has the ability to fulfill that promise. Well, hope you all were able to pick up a couple of nuggets and that this was useful for you. Feel free to reach out to us with this information below. Find us on the web, AshevilleCashBuyers.com, or give us a call, 828-581-9316. If you have any questions, or if you're interested in what other costs are, or you're wanting other information, well, feel free to check it back on our YouTube page later, or check out the blog online. Hope everybody has a great day, and thank you for checking us out.